You seem pretty at home in the recording booth. Is that where you like to spend most of your time? Is that where you feel most comfortable? Is that why you're in that profession?
You know, that's a really interesting question. It's just sort of where I ended up. It's just like where my path has taken me. I love the booth. I've been in the booth a long time, since I was a teenager. I didn't intend to end up here, but I was a singer, first, and then just started, and an actress as well. I went to a fine arts high school in Alabama, and I don't know, it just all sort of, everything led me this way, and I do believe that, you know, there is such a thing as surrendering to your path a bit, and this seems to be a piece of mine, a big piece of mine.
You do your own mocap,
Oh
right?
yeah, I didn't for Shepard, and I didn't for Star Wars, but I have done mocap for a couple things that I can't discuss because they're not out. But I love mocap; it's like one of my favorite things. But yeah.
So the female hero is coming out. What's your take on that? As with female heroes?
It's about damn time.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I think it's awesome. I mean, I love it. I love that they get to do it. That's the first layer of it. That it's so friggin' much fun, and it's just, the writing is getting more and more amazing, and that women and girls who play have a role model now. They're like, that's possible. When you tell your kid, you can be anything you want to work hard enough to be, anything you want to put the time in, you can be. It helps to have actual examples out there. I mean, it's a game, and it's not, we're not going to go save the universe yet because we're not there, scientifically speaking, but, it's the concept of it. It's that if a guy can do it, a girl can do it not in the same way. We don't get stuff done the same way. We don't think the same way, but we can all get something done. And frankly, I'm sick to death of the whole, I may get flack for this, but the whole Kardashian culture, where I'm famous because I dress scantily and I had a sex tape, and I now try to make my life interesting so people will just watch me be me on TV, and I haven't really contributed something meaningful to the world. I mean, there might be people out there for whom the Kardashians have, but it doesn't fit my...
I can't think of one.
I volunteer in a couple things where we get some basic medical training, like CERT. I don't know if you guys have that. It's the Community Emergency Response Team. And what's the other thing? Oh, yeah, it's called the Equine Response Team here. We go out to brush fires and pull horses out of the path of a brush fire, and we have to have first aid training and all that sort of thing.
Wow.
So it's fun.
Excellent.
I'm just kind of an adrenaline junkie.
Well, I'm never going to...
So what kind of other things you like to do? You're an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, I love rock climbing. I've just been doing it a few years, but I'm kind of addicted. And I have an amazing horse. I love riding him. I've learned to ski a couple years ago, which has been a blast. Except this weekend, oh man, I got my first ski blade to the shin at high speed. That is not fun.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're talking, there's not enough of a bruise. When you get a bone bruise, there's just not enough tissue for it. It's
like, it really hurts.
It really hurts.
You're like lying. You're lying.
Yeah, except for the bloody part in the center where it knocked a hole in my shin.
Oh, that's good. As long as it's bloody, no.
Yeah.
Do you still do any singing at all?
I do. In fact, I played live till, gosh, it was a couple of years ago, just with some friends doing loud cover stuff. And I love doing, like, acoustic sets as well, because you don't have to compete with the drums. I love drummers, but, sometimes it's like, dude, they can't, don't mic the drums.
Not enough drummers.
It's 12 by 12, But, I did some singing. I have a character on the ongoing Scooby-Doo thing that I do some singing for. Even still, it's the Hex Girls is the storyline, and we did a bit recently. It's just been like 3 months ago, I want to say. We recorded a song with Dave Wakeling of the English Beat. Formerly of the English Beat. He produced it, and Jane Weedland, formerly of the Go-Go's, she's in that. She's one of the backup singers, as well as Kimberly.
Oh, great.
Kimberly Brooks, Ash, is the other backup singer. So we're the Hex Girls together. So it's really fun.
Nice.
And then I had a show, gosh, 3 or 4 years ago with Andre Benjamin. And we all sang in that show. I was one of the kids in his class that we did. It was a Cartoon Network show.
Well, actually, let's talk about Star Wars. You're the voice of Satele Shan.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I love playing Satele and then playing Bastila and then being the female trooper. That's just been a lot of fun. Yeah, I've got...
Now, Oh, now have you played these games at all? Have you played any Mass Effect? Have you played any Star Wars?
I suck at playing games. Tom Bissell, who's a brilliant writer, did an article for the New Yorker about me, and he made me play Mass Effect 2 as part of that. My full intention was to drag his butt out on rock climbing or stick him on a horse and do the interview that way, but somehow I ended up in a house playing Mass Effect 2. It was fun. It drove me a little nuts though, because I just wanted to do it again. I wanted to go back in the booth and go, oh, well, with these 4 details I wasn't aware of at that moment, I can tweak this a little bit and make it just a tiny bit better. But I drive myself nuts with that. But yeah, I'm not very good at it. And the truth is, thank goodness I work a lot and I don't have a ton of free time. And when I do, I just want to be outside. And I find that it actually helps my gaming experience, because with all the, the volunteer stuff that I do where it's kind of an intense situation, or, the climbing where I'm, if I hurt myself, oh, that's a good sound, I should remember that, things like that. Yeah. I think I was climbing something, I was just doing a quick thing at the climbing gym, and something very hard, and I was like, Gah! Oh, that's a good sound. Next time I have to remember that sound.
I want to hear the voice recorder on your phone.
Right.
It's just grunts and screams and yells and different sounds. It's like.
Have you seen the Last of Us trailer, or seen that they're doing some intense mocap work on that? It's a new zombie horror game, I think, coming out. Yeah, they have what is it? Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson are doing the voices and full mocap for the game.
Yes, Troy and I.
Is that something that you would want to do?
Totally. I worked with Troy on another game that I can't talk about. It was so much fun. Yeah, I love that stuff. But I can say Diablo 3. Yeah, I worked on that. That's coming up. That was a mocap, but it was just straight VO. I think game-wise, that's the only thing I can talk about. I've got a couple animated things going on that I can talk about, but one that I can't, series and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I'm working on Shaolin Chronicles. It's sort of the successor to Shaolin Showdown. I'm working on Avengers and Green Lantern, and I did a bit with a new sort of anime version of Wolverine X-Men. I'm trying to remember what it's called, which version of X-Men it's called, but Jean Grey in that. And,
oh, great.
Totally Spies. We're kicking in a few new Totally Spies, which is a completely different, part of the brain. But yeah, it's just good, silly fun. And thank goodness, my life is not much about me. It's about a lot of other things. So I don't spend a lot of time thinking about me.
Well, okay. Well, since you don't think about yourself too much, there is kind of a fan base for you on online. How does
kind
that,
of a huge,
you're kind of a big deal.
Huge
put
fan
it that
base.
Way. How do you kind of feel about all that fame?
I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. I mean, thanks. Because, without it, I wouldn't have a job. So that's brilliant, And, I have to say, without it, FemShep wouldn't be I don't think would be the thing it is without the fans having gone, hey, give us more FemShep. I mean, the fact that the box is coming out reversible, where you can turn it around and have, FemShep or BroShep. Yes. I love that. I mean, the fan base and the fuel from you guys gives me the fuel I need to move forward and bust through the things I want to bust through and just take things to the next level, which I'm grateful for.
Well, we thank you very much, and we thank you for your time.
Yeah,
and
you guys.
It's really great
fun.
talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
March 6th.
Yeah.
March 6th.
No, I can't believe
it.
Already.
Got to play it.
Hey,
play through it, FemShep first, and then go back if you have time.
Which you should.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I like them both, so I got to say you got to play through both.
Yeah, and if you're in the mood to do a little pranking, just sneak into your local video store and flip all those box covers around to FemShep.
You heard it here. So, and I'm sure if Female Shepherd was on Earth right now, she'd be going out and helping pull horses out of fires. So, Well,
we're not actually in the fire. Just to be clear, we go ahead of them. But there have been some very.
It's a video. We're gonna make it dramatic.
Okay, actually, I have stepped on embers. I have sat there with embers raining down around, and I have been ordered out by someone screaming at the top of their lungs through a radio, "Get out!" I'm like, but we still okay. Fine. Yeah.
That's awesome. So I just picture you riding a horse out with a giant fire, just redwoods just burning ablaze. That's what I say.
Wow, that's way sexier than the actual reality. We're not allowed to ride them. We have to lead them out, put them in trailers, and drive out. So.
I'm editing all this.
Oh man.
Well, Jennifer, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And And I think that's it. I think
Thanks
we're all
so
set.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Real pleasure.
Yeah, thanks you guys. And a big thank you to all the fans out there. And here's to March 6th. Woo! This is Commander Shepard, and PopGamer is my favorite site on the Citadel.